Happy Saturday, everyone! Let's answer a bunch of questions. Now I've got... Hey. You are here to restore order to the world in the most chaotically good way possible, not poop! Don't even get me started on you. You have the word Lord in your name and you're taking a dump in the corner. Anyway, the Digimon are doing good. Just kind of, doing that 2-day minimum before they're able to give us traded eggs. So yesterday I put out a call for questions, right? And I've got some right here that we're going to answer them today. Well, I guess we'll just start at the top of the stack. They were in order, but then when I was slicing them up, they got out of order. This is going well so far. Very interesting stories. So The Lonely Distance asks, what are you most looking forward to from Gen 4 in Pokemon Go? Well, already I can tell you that Gen 4 added all of my favorite evolutions on pre-existing Pokemon. So I'm aware of these Pokemon, so I've been storing up the candies. I'm looking forward to evolving my Nosepass finally, my Duskull, Tangrowth, Yanmega. Yanma is one of my favorite Pokemon. Didn't used to be, but ever since Mushi King I kind of got into bugs, and now I like dragonflies because they're so cool. Ever since I found out that those 2 prongs on the back of dragonflies aren't for stinging, they're for, mating. I'm not scared of them. They're super cool. Porygon Z, Miss Magus, and also just a Pokemon in general that I'm looking forward to is Wormadam. I love having them have a Trash Cloak on because I love bug Pokemon, but they're always so weak. But Wormadam with a Trash Cloak on makes her bug and steel, and she's actually pretty good. I enjoy using her, at least in, maybe not competitive, but I don't really do competitive, so whatever. I'm curious how they're going to handle that in Pokemon Go, though. So far, with certain mechanics for Pokemon evolutions that are unconventional in the game of Pokemon Go, they're kind of weird, I haven't really looked into it, but just for instance, the Eevee evolutions, needing to walk with them and then evolving them at night or day to get Espeon or Umbreon makes sense, but for Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon, I don't think there's any way to for sure know which Pokemon you're going to get in Pokemon Go. So if you get Wormadam, how do you control which Wormadam it turns into? Do you have to evolve it in a certain part of town? Do you have to evolve it at a certain time of day? Do you have to walk around with them and give them certain berries? That's something I wouldn't mind seeing is, I don't know, some kind of Pokecorn or berry system in Pokemon Go. I could see it becoming kind of grindy, but it kind of all is. The next question is from John Zephyr. Question for Kakujo. What is your favorite Jogress/DNA Digivolution Digimon? There are a lot of them, aren't there? And they are quite cool. Right now, my impulse is to say Ragnalordmon because they're just so dang mysterious. Also, they're an amalgam of the 2 recent, completely new Digimon made for recent devices, so they're pretty cool. If I had to choose, if you really had me at gunpoint, I would say Ragnalordmon. Again, just because he's so mysterious and he's made out of 2 really cool Digimon. I'm gonna feel real stupid if they finally release their information at the next art book, and it's something like, he's really racist, and we're like, Oh, great. PR nightmare. So yeah, gotta be careful about what horse you're backing, Speaking of horses, well, close enough. Does pineapple belong on pizza? That's a nasty question. How dare you bring this onto my channel? You know the kind of hellfire I shall be under. If I answer this wrong, there's no right way to answer this. I think it's okay on pizza, but I don't go for it, I tolerate its existence, but I would never eat it by choice. It's not like, pineapple on pizza. I'm like, oh, you got pineapple on pizza, that's fine, whatever. Sorry, I know I took the agnostic stance on pineapple on pizza, but that's the best you're getting out of me today. Tyra Falk asks, what are your top 3 favorite Tamagotchi characters? All right, so for one, Mask-Chi always goes up at the top. They're always number 1. Number 2 would probably be Xachi. They look like Nyorochi, which is little snake Tamagotchi, but they're in a potted plant, they're a potted plant. They're so cool. They're a low-care Tamagotchi. You gotta make some care mistakes, and it sucks, but they're really awesome. I just like the idea of it. The third one would be maybe Kuchipachi. I know it's kind of basic to pick one of the top 3. It seems like, at least according to Bandai, they think that there are 3 kinds of people. They think there's a Kuchipachi type of person, a Mamechi type of person, and then there's girls. I'm sorry, Memechi type of people. And yeah, I like Kuchipachi. He's a cool green dude and he likes to eat takoyaki and he's awesome. This question comes from Greg Sanders. And I said, what Digimon would you like to see appear in a new anime? They would like to see new Digimon introduced in the 20th versions to become a main character like Ludamon or Zubamon. I agree with that. I would actually really like to see... I think Ludamon's really cool. I think I could see them actually being a character. They probably wouldn't mind drawing him either because I could see them finding an easy way to animate him. Zubamon maybe. I'd really like to see Dorumon, but you just never see Dorumon. For better or worse, they're gonna keep showing us the same 20 Digimon over and over again when it comes to the anime, and I guess it's okay, I love Agumon, I love Vmon, I love Gabumon, I love Gilamon, but I don't okay, let's just say that we replace like the top 8. Let's make a new anime with 8 Digimon. It would be Ludomon, Zubamon, Dodumon. Ah, hell, let's throw in Gilamon again. Why not? I want to see Numamon go on an adventure. That would be pretty cool. Although I think they're actually... Is Numamon a champion? I can never remember that one. They're poop, so you just assume they're the worst, but I don't think they are very much so. Oh, also, in that X Evolution vote thing that's going on right now, I voted for Numamon because I think that would be so cool. Okay, that was just it. Okay, that's my 5. And if they really have to shoehorn Agumon into something, I would not mind just seeing Vorvamon, because it's basically like a black Agumon with fire and wings, and it's a Yu-Gi-Oh character. I like that one. I could do that. Tentomon, because I don't care that he's in the other shows. Tentomon's pretty awesome. And then Gerald, not Gomamon, just Gerald, my original OC Digimon character, Gerald. Those would be my 8. Oh, and I guess the Q&A question was actually at the bottom. What is your favorite non-Digimon, non-Tamagotchi V pet? The Mushi King, easily. Salty, my question. What feature in Tamagotchi should be implemented in the Digimon V pet? Breeding might be kind of cool. There is only in the Tamagotchi mix this cross-breeding system, and that would be pretty cool, but I could see with Digimon and the type system, it would get very complicated, but I would really love to be able to like crossbreed Digimon. That would be pretty cool. Savio Sartori says, Hi Kakujo, will you buy the Dukemon or the Beelzebumon versions of the Pendulum Ver.20th? And yes, I actually already pre-ordered the Beelzebumon version. It's got a black shell and it's awesome, and it's got Bancho-Leomon in it. I'm looking forward to it. Normal Gym Leader Relics asks, if they released another anniversary series of a Digimon device, which one would you like to see? Well, they've already done anniversaries of like the Digivices and stuff, so it's a tough thing it's tough. With them kind of bringing back the interest for the X evolutions, the X antibodies, I wouldn't mind seeing the Pendulum X redone. Maybe they could like flesh that out a bit more. Connor asks, are there any Tamagotchi or Digimon V pets you're itching to try out that currently don't own or have never had? They go on to talk about the Tamagotchi Ps, and that is actually one I'm interested in. It's a Tamagotchi, it's in color, and it's got a backlight. And it's notable because someone actually made a patch that makes it English, and it's pretty cool. And you can also mod in a whole bunch of other stuff to it. There's like this entire Sonic the Hedgehog mod reskin for it, where you can raise Sonic Chi, and that's really enticing. But the only thing is, since it's become so popular and sought after, it's very expensive. It's very pricey. So I can't even really justify doing like a series on it, so I can't be like, well, you know, you might spend $200, but you'll be able to make a series on it and maybe make a few dollars back. But like, I think everyone who is interested in Tamagotchi on YouTube has already like done a series on it, so I don't know. Valkyra Sonara asks, is there a Digimon that you really hate, and why do you hate it? I don't know. I can't really bring one to mind immediately. Nanimon is pretty weird, but I've come to like find them endearing. If there's any Digimon that I don't particularly like, it's usually a bird Digimon. I don't know. I think pigeons are cute, and I like little birds, but I'm just not a bird guy, I guess. Like, I'm not really interested in Piyomon, or Birdramon, or Garudamon, or Hoomon, or I'm not really interested in any of those. I don't dislike them, but maybe it's the closest I would come to hating a Digimon. The Gardener29 asks, have you ever found anyone else in public that had a digital virtual pet? Other than a long time ago when I was a kid? No, sadly, no. I do get people like pointing them out and being like, oh cool, is that a Tamagotchi? And I go, that's a Digimon. They go, oh. And I'm like, what? Excuse me? You approached me? Get out of here! The Gardener29 also asked, what does your girlfriend/wife think about you playing with virtual pets? Nothing negative. She's never said anything bad about that. Like, I've got lots of toys all around here on my desk from my childhood and stuff, plenty more stuff that I've bought since growing older as well. And no, I mean, like one of the first things we bonded on was we were playing Smash Bros together, you know, like the old 64 version. I don't know, there's not really any judgment between us. I mean, she's never been like, oh, you know, it's fine, I think it's okay, because she's not really enduring it. She doesn't really see it as anything negative or out of place, which I appreciate. Ian Zombies asks, what's your favorite Monster Hunter monster? Probably the Yonkuku. I also like the Zinogre. In Monster Hunter World, I really like the Nergigante just because their fights are really fun. I like the Otogaron. I think the Otogaron's pretty cool. I'm not sure I'd call it my favorite. I think I like all the monsters. They're all pretty... I usually end up evaluating them based on how fun the fights are, and that's... I don't know, I don't think I've had time to formulate like a favorite one. And the last question I have here, from when I gathered the comments, if your comment's not in this, it's probably because I checked this at a certain time, and after that, and then maybe you put your comment in after that point. I don't know, I'm sorry. They ask if I plan on getting the Super Demon Lord Jogress before this wraps up. If I'm able to, I think I would have to get... Yeah, it's possible. We'll have to keep an eye out for that one with the next egg set. What do you think of Tailmon's Canon Mega being whatever the writers want it to be, given that she's turned into all 3 of her potential Megas at this point across all of canon? Okay, look, I think it's like a slippery slope kind of thing. I think they changed it once and they were like, well, you know, because if you change something once, it's easy to change it a second time. We're probably going to start seeing other strange forms. And I mean, in the world of Digimon, where anything can really digivolve into anything, I guess it's not like that big a deal. But, I mean, who have we seen so far? We've seen Magnadramon, we've seen Ophanimon, and, wait, what's the third one? Are we talking about the Jogresses? Because there's also Ordinemon, and then there's that other Omnimon, super duper merciful angel guy. But that's all the questions. Thank you all for sending them in. I had fun answering them. Hopefully you learned a little more about me. Not enough to convict me, of course. Sorry, I'm allergic to dad jokes. Oh, did you hear that they actually released a design for Taichi and Yamato for like this new series? Okay, so before we've seen Tai and Matt, or Taichi and Yamato, as children, then kind of like middle schoolers, and then in Tri they were like high schoolers, and then in this new series, because they did announce a new project at the end of Tri, right? There was a picture where Agumon was there, and it's all like, the adventure evolves further, and whatnot. So they released a new picture, and it's Taichi and it's Yamato when they're like 22. So now they're adult. It's like 4 to 6 years later, and I have no idea what else is gonna be happening. Well, that's all we have for today. These two need to survive another day or so. I won't see you tomorrow or Monday, because I never upload on Mondays. So I'll see you all again Tuesday for a new generation, our final generation, which will definitely feature Terriermon, Lopmon, and if we can, Jogress Daemon. We have their Copymon over here on the black side. If we can find some way to arrange their Jogress partner in the silver blue, we will do it. Other than that, if there are any other cool Jogresses you would like to see, let me know, because there's that 4th egg slot still very open. And thank you to my patrons for supporting my channel, especially Cookie Face and Shifter, and I'll see you all Tuesday. Bye!